Okay, so swap. If you rest the other one against the fence.
What?
The real club.
Oh, morning.
So.
What is that in there? Ball bearing?
I think so. That's all we're interested in on this device, is the ball bearing side of it.
Woo.
Okay, so you've got it upside down at the moment.
What's this supposed to be then?
Forget it. I literally were interested in the ball bearing. Okay?
Oh.
Ready? Hold it like a golf club. It's not a gun.
Like that?
That's it.
So what's the point of this?
Don't worry about it. What is curiosity? Don't stress. Let's just, because I know what you're like. You'll end up trying to do it. Let's stand back just a little bit. So swing up. Hear it? Yeah.
I heard it.
Bring it down.
I heard it. Oh.
Yeah. So you're trying to basically make that sound as late as possible in this lesson.
Okay.
So you know out of your left ear. Well, you'll hear it from your perspective, I suppose. So pause at the top, so you just give it time for it to fall.
Sorry.
It's still a good indication of what you're doing, though, isn't it?
Oh, I did my wrists too much.
Exactly, so it can't fall.
Oh, good impact snap.
What level is this? 7 or 9?
This is level 9. Okay, it's got to be as late as you can.
Yeah, but it was there. Why
Exactly.
Was it there?
Well, figure out. Let's see if you can do it on your, like, not in a condescending way. Can you do it on your own? But like, let's see what happens if you try and do it for a little bit on your own. There you go. So that was different, right?
Was it?
Didn't you hear it?
Well, I suppose I've been in 2.
Okay, keep going.
How am I standing naturally okay now?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that, because I was awful before.
That wasn't so good.
What
That was
am I
pretty
doing
early.
different then?
Come on, let's try a few more. You said you were figuring it out a minute ago. That's the electrics there, Em. There you go.
Ah! My wrists are more like that.
Ah,
Ah!
okay. So you got to
My
try.
wrists are coming down too early.
So what we're doing is we're talking about speed, and essentially to generate more speed is the direction the hands work in the golf swing. So the more that they work directly towards the ball, the faster the club will work. The more that they work wider, the slower they'll work, basically, right?
Yeah.
So without thinking about that, that's when you can get training aids like this. And then what was happening brilliantly, by the way, right, and you might end up going back to that, is that we were thinking very much about the pre, and you were delivering it like so, weren't you? Yeah? So it's tidy, it would work, it might suit you long term and you're never interested. Like some people I meet aren't interested in advancing distance, but statistically, if you want to improve your game, distance is a major factor in golf, right? So you've kind of always got to have that in the back of your mind. So the way that you're going to do it is that instead of it being there, you need to try and figure out how to get it over there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way this is happening is the transition. So if I transition throwing the club straight down, drops. If I transition where I rotate first, my hands make more direct route, yeah, then it's, should we say, dropping a little later. All in theory that we're changing though is the hand path. Yeah, slow, fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is when rotation comes back in, obviously. Do you know what I
That
mean?
makes
So you
sense.
don't want to kind of just do that because you're going to get stuck.
Is
Yeah.
this for the more experienced people?
Well, when do you, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Like when
yeah.
would you and when wouldn't you? Anyway, the whole point is that basically I want you to feel as though it's the rotation in the first part of the swing. So everything is going that way. Yeah. To the end of the cane. Then down. Let's try.
Because this is my downswing is awful, isn't it?
No, not at all. It's just that you would, be losing speed. Turn though. Swing up and pause. Leave your arms up there. Turn your body more towards me
I
first.
can come down. Oh, it did.
That's it. Slowly. Leave your arms up there for a minute. Yeah, exactly.
And this is
Rotate to bring your arm down.
This is the thing. God,
You what, Bubba?
I know.
Em, why don't you keep practicing that?
It does come down. I didn't feel it yet.
Dad's got these for you. Why don't you go and hit?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Go on then. Yeah, even more.
Yeah, I'm feeling that now.
You go and hit these ones, Em, because those ones are for you.
Where should I hit them?
Just chip them gently up towards where the watering.
You just missed a good
Sorry. Chip them.
That was a good one. Right.
Chip them the other way, Em. Towards the watering can, not towards us.
Right. I think I've just got it.
Go on then.
Are these for chipping?
Yeah, turn more. Good girl, Em. It's not dropping.
It isn't dropping then. Hello!
It's you.
What? Blame me and not the tool.
Can you hear me?
Blame me and not the tool as always.
Go on. So back.
So, back. Come on, mate.
Better.
I'm feeling like that feeling since... What am I not doing good?
Yeah. Now I want you to kind
I'm going back a bit.
Well, I want you to direct it into the ground then.
God, it sorts me right out.
Go on. Concentrate on directing into the ground. More into the ground.
Yes,
So you're
I'm
going a
sure.
bit up here.
Yeah.
Throw it into the ground.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
More. More here, right? So if we put the unicorn ball, yeah, your energy is going here.
Feel myself coming. Ah!
Better.
Am I supposed to be doing it as fast as I am? That's so bad how badly I'm going.
Yeah. Very good. That'll do, really. I mean, if you want to hit like 3,
Can I just have a go at hitting? Yeah.
just do 3. But without. If you
Let me just hit some there.
just hit 3, because you shouldn't be doing this yet.
What do you
You'd have to realistically train the other stuff you were doing first. Like, you wouldn't want to be trying to hit it that hard yet. You've only been doing it like 10 minutes the other way.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that's what you would practice.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't try it at home. Like.
No, what I'm saying is if you were to play golf, you wouldn't try and do that, would you?
No,
it would be a
not
disaster.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
You know, so if you went down the driving range, you wouldn't try and do that. So now you have to just make sure that, well, you do whatever you want for 3. Thank you, darling. I think the battery's gone on
Oh,
it.
what a shame.
These two are going.
Hi. Hi.
Here, they can see me.
That's why.
Why? Oh, yeah!
See what I mean?
I just care about the power.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So it's really good what you're doing,
Okay.
but it will take time.
Okay, so going back to the...
Well, I said you've got 3 to do whatever you want.
Why does everyone naturally go for the speed, though? They just want to get it really...
But look, I mean, if you're doing it, you know, at least it was it was good. There was nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah, soft. Oh, just see what I did, though. The first shot I did.
just back through the gateway, yeah?
It's the gateway. I've not even looked at the grid then. So...
Fine.
Don't
Cool.
get fine, I need a good one.
You always finish on a good one, then you're done. Think about your low point now, yeah? So think more about that 3rd golf ball. Fine. Still early, yeah?
What's my food?
Fine. Yeah?
I
Cool.
don't like fine, Russ.